You know, I've never had a workplace where I haven't been out, with the exception of maybe a summer job in college in Nebraska. And I think that with Hanson Bridgett, there was never a question that I wasn't going to be out, both in the application process and at the job, because I didn't want to work at a place where I couldn't be myself.
People understand that I'm an attorney first. I'm not a gay attorney, but I'm an attorney that happens to be gay. But I do want the world to see how far the legal profession has come in appointing and having kind of confidence in attorneys who are gay to accept leadership roles in our community and with our law firm.
The process is never ending because you are always coming out to the people you experience, to the new employers that you might meet, and you really have to feel safe before it's important, before you feel like it's time for you to make that commitment.
I think earlier in my career, 25 years ago, when I first came to San Francisco, it was a little bit harder. People were less interested in hearing that. I mean, I think now people are much more open to hearing it, but now I don't think it's any big deal. I kind of just live my life like it's no big deal. I talk about my wife all the time, and that's just how it is.
You know, growing up, I didn't know a single other gay person, and so growing up, there actually wasn't a question that it was ever okay to be out in a workplace. And then when I did come out, at that point, I was more concerned about personal safety.
I've met so many people in San Francisco who have come from really conservative places for just that reason, because they wanted to be themselves. They wanted to come to a place where that wasn't a problem, that wasn't an issue, that people weren't going to not hire you because you were gay.
We have, I think, from different ends of the spectrum, people who at least at one point in time might have been feeling very uncomfortable with gays in the workforce. That's an issue that gay attorneys have to deal with. But there are also people, I think, at least in years gone by, that maybe have been gay and struggling with their own way how to navigate the professional career, who internally might have felt difficulty in terms of how we related to each other.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever not going to be an issue. I think that each of us has different things about ourselves that we come out about.
An associate, when I was first at the firm, who was in another department I really didn't know, come to me after finding out that I was gay and telling me that I was one of the reasons why gay people had a hard time in the legal profession, because she said I could, quote, pass, end quote. And I never thought in any way that I was passing.
And as the laws have changed, I think that has gotten easier to have the conversation and to just be more at ease. I've had the opportunity to work on securing asylum for two gay men, one from Nigeria and one from Mexico, who face severe persecution in their country on the basis of sexual orientation. So in terms of workplaces in the United States, we have I think a big opportunity and an obligation to continue to look for ways to try to build people up and to be more of that global voice for equality.
I would say the most important thing is to be true to who you are and to go all in.
I think for my own children, I would like to see for them that there's just not a question that their workplace is going to be inclusive.
I really think the best advice is be yourself. What happens is that when you try and hide that kind of disingenuous behavior translates in other ways. And I don't think an employer wants to see that. I think that they would rather you just be yourself, because it's just more real. And I think nowadays anyway, most employers really just want you to be who you are.
We're all progressing. That's the truth. We're all on this journey together of learning, and I actually think this firm has come a long way.